so ints di1. All right, so we've got this rectangle given to us. Let's draw a picture of that. So notice that this says x goes from 2 to 5, y goes from 1 to 10. Okay, so.
So is that what it means?
That's what that notation means, yeah. Yeah, x goes from 2 to 5, and y goes from 1 to 10. Yeah, some students have misunderstood in the past and thought this was the coordinates of like the bottom left corner or something, and that's not what it means. This is x range of values, and this is y range of values. Yeah. Okay, now we're dividing with n equal to 6, so that means this rectangle, we're dividing this up into 6 pieces, and then we're dividing this up into 6 pieces. Whoops. Okay, well that's fine. All right. So we've got to do some arithmetic and figure out what are the coordinates of these various points, right? So all right. Well, conveniently here, b minus a is 3. 3 divided by 6 is a convenient number. It's 1/2. So that means that this is 3, and that's 4, and the ones in between are halves. Is everybody cool with that? Okay. All right. On the other hand, here, 9. D minus c is 9, right? So that divided by 6 is 1/2. All right. So that makes this 2.5, 4, 5.5, 7, and 8.5. Okay, now the question asks us, what can we say about the subrectangle D25? And remember, this notation says that I want to know where I is equal to 2 and where j is equal to 5. Is that cool? So remember, I says where we are. Let me flip back in the page here. Yeah, here we go. I says which of the many of these slots, right, which slot am I in? This is the first one, that's the second one, that's the third one, so these are values of I. And you want to make sure to not confuse I with x of I. X of I is the coordinate of that point. I says which slot does it correspond to. So I is always an integer from 1 to n. So in this situation here, let's see, now we've been told, that I is 2, I is 2, which means we're in the second slot on the x-axis. That means that we're looking in, so that's the second slot on the x-axis. Does that make sense? And then let's see here, j. So I is 2. J is 5. That means that we are in the 5th slot on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I guess I could have realized that's the second to last of 6. But anyway. All right. Now I can actually draw this little subrectangle. I mean, that little subrectangle corresponds to these various points. So that's the subrectangle, and it has asked me what are the coordinates of the 4 corners. There, but we already know the numbers, and now you just have to sort of pair them up in the sort of the natural way. So those numbers are those, these are these, and so for example, that corner is at 2.5, 8.5. Everybody happy? Okay. So they just want you to write down the coordinates for all 4 of the corners. Okay. Okay, no other questions on this? Everybody good? Okay, all right, let me stop the recording.